Call the Borough of White Oak meeting of council December 20th, 2021, 7:30, White Oak Municipal Building to order. Pledge the flag, please. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Get a motion to approve the minutes from November 15th, 2021. Oh, I'm sorry, roll call.
Councilman Tim Backus.
Here.
Councilwoman Offerman.
Here.
Mayor Martin.
Here.
Councilman Davis.
Here.
Councilman Dillinger.
Here.
Councilman Robb. Councilman Nagy.
Here.
Councilman Bender.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Thank you. Need a motion to approve the minutes from the November 15th, 2021 council meeting.
So moved.
Second.
Question on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed. Executive session, Ms. McGraw.
We did have a brief executive session this evening to discuss a legal matter involving a contract.
The public comments section. If anybody has any comments, state your name and address. You have 3 minutes to present your case. Nobody? Under President's Report, Aya?
Okay.
Do the honors, sir.
Mr. Nagy, Mr. Dillinger, would you please go in the front? And the,
We hit the lottery?
yes, you did. And we're gonna split it.
Guess we gotta get on front.
They don't want me.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
do.
we do,
Yes,
Joe.
Mr. Nagy.
Aren't you glad you showed up?
Yeah.
That was a Babiak letter, Joe.
Yeah.
You couldn't have done this over the phone.
There you go, Joe. All your dedication to White Oak Borough.
And George, this is for you, for all your years of service in a place like
Already, right.
Joe, it's been a pleasure working with you. Thank you for your service.
This one.
Yes. Turn that around.
Oh, wait. Everybody's done.
Yeah.
We don't want to photo wall.
We do have one for Mr. Robb, but he's on the
I know you were.
Stuck up there, Joe.
Mayor's report, Mr. Martin.
Yes, thank you, President. Police activity for November 2021. Arrest 15, 12 adults, it's on. 12 adults, 3 juveniles. Accidents involving damage to attended vehicles, 1. Criminal mischief, 3. Disorder conduct, 1. DUI, 3. Forgery, 1. Theft, 4. Unauthorized use of automobile, 1. Unlawful dissemination of intimidating image, 1. Summary traffic violations, 52. Total incidents, 528. I'd also like to report from the some traffic safety divisions from the chief, from Mark Sargent. For the past month, McKeesport Area School District and White Oak Police Department have been in discussion with PennDOT in an attempt to have a traffic study completed at Francis McClure School in an effort to get an improved school zone. Officer Liptak has received praise from McKeesport Area School District for efforts in curbing the speeding around Francis McClure School. While working daylight shift, Officer Liptak has taken upon himself to sit at different vantage points near and around the school to help slow down vehicles during school hours. On December the 9th, this is about training now, on December the 9th, the third training assignment was posted for our officers to complete. The assignment is from Lexipol's Police 1 Academy. This lesson, emotionally disturbed persons has 5 online modules. At all 5 are accredited through the MPOETC and automatically appear on each officer's page. 1 and 2 are emotional and psychological disorders, responding to people with mental illness, understanding and responding to excited delirium calls, and 5 the homicide. On November the 8th and 16th, Bell and Officer Liptak conducted an annual low-light school at the COG Range in Elizabeth. And on November the 18th, our newest SUV, number 126, was put into service. However, on November 21st at 8:14 p.m., while responding to a possible DUI, number 126 was struck by said suspected DUI in the 1900 block of Lincoln Way. The officer did not suffer any injuries, and 126 did not suffer any visible damage. Number 126 was thoroughly gone over by Kenny Ross, and no damage was detected. 126 is now back in service. White Oak Police has continued the practice of walking through both Mary of Nazareth and Francis McClure schools during daylight hours. In case of emergency, White Oak Police Department has secured both key fobs and a hard set of keys for all of McKeesport Area School District schools. Our annual Toys for Tots, started and maintained by Police Administrator Vicki McNamee, was a rousing success. This year, 6 large boxes of toys and 2 bicycles were collected. Once our 3 updated police use of force, body armor, and procedures and equipment lists for newly hired officers are approved by council, the updated limits of authority policy will be submitted for approval. That concludes my report, Mr. President.
Thank you, Mayor. Finance, George Dillinger.
Thank you, Mr. Davis. I have the Treasurer's report for November 2021. Beginning balance of all funds, $10,148,410.89. Revenues for the month, $480,484.56. Expenditures for the month, $976,713.32. Total fund balance as of November 30th, 2021 for all accounts, $9,652,182.83. That's in the form of a motion to accept that report.
Motion on the floor. Do I have a second?
Second.
Question on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed.
Okay, I have another motion approving the check registers for the month of November 2021, which includes electronic funds transfers and general fund checks in the following ranges: 207803 to 207918, totaling $700,796.52.
Motion on the floor. Do I have a second?
Second.
Question on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed.
Another motion authorizing the following interfund transfers for the month of November 2021. Liquid fuels to general fund, $36,895.69. Solid waste to general fund, $41,573.90. Capital projects to general fund, $184,303.79. Post-retirement to general fund, $2,156.04. Fire fund for Rainbow Volunteer Fire Company to the general fund, $3,271. Fire fund for White Oak Volunteer Fire Company number 1 to general fund, $2,467. Total of all transfers, $270,667.42.
A motion on the floor. Do I have a second?
Second.
Question on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed.
One other item here, the 2021 draft general fund budget has been prepared and advertised and available for review to be adopted at the special meeting of council on Wednesday, December 29th, 6:30 p.m. at the Borough Building. The draft budget reflects no tax increase. And one other item, since it's my last public meeting, I do want to thank all the residents that supported me for the past 16 years on council. And I know we have 2 newly elected members to council here that are going to be sworn in on January 3rd, 2022. I just want to wish all the newly elected councilmen and councilwomen good luck in the future of the borough here. Thank you.
Thank you, George. We don't need a motion on that.
No.
Health, Environment, Cable, George Pambakis.
Okay, thank you, Mr. President. I'd like the motion to authorize payment to Dave Calora for wildlife control services in the amount of $600 for the month of November 2021.
So
That's a
moved.
motion.
Motion and a second. Question on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed.
I'd like the motion to authorize payment to Sable Kennel for animal control services in the amount of $200 for the services in the month of November. This is an hourly rate, not a contractual rate.
A motion on the floor to have a second?
Second.
Question on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed.
That concludes my report, Mr. President.
Thank you, Mr. Pambakis. Parks and Rec, Julie Opperman.
Thank you, Mr. President. I just have a couple announcements. First, I'd like to congratulate two local high school football teams. McKeesport High School finished their season 9-3, made it to the semifinals of the WPIAL championship or game, and lost in a very competitive game to Aliquippa in double overtime. They had a very successful season. And I'd like to congratulate Sarah Catholic High School. They finished their season out at 15-2. They made it to the state championship in Hershey. They haven't been there for, I believe 14 years. They did lose to Southern Columbia, but I'd like to congratulate the players, the coaches, the cheerleaders, the band. Just having a son that plays high school football, I know the commitment, and they both high schools had very successful seasons. And then we also completed our second annual White Oak Borough Home Holiday Decorating Contest. The winners, Best Traditional was Ella and Lyle Holsinger. They live at 2221 Hemlock Drive. The Clark Griswold winner was Josh Shaga. He lives at 604 McKee Road. Buddy the Elf was Annie and Bill Bacon. They live at 1630 California. And the Kids' Choice was Russell Morgan at 1612 Fawcett Avenue. I know all the addresses are listed on our website, and if you have a chance to drive by, some of the houses in our neighborhood are just decorated just phenomenally. And I know the effort that it takes to do that also. And we also did have our first annual gingerbread house contest. We had a lot of fun. We had some hot chocolate, coffee, and cookies. We did have several winners. We had a pre-K and a second grade. The winner for that was Willow Bouchard. Third and sixth grade winner was Nick Opperman. 7th to 12th grade winner was Lily Opperman. We had an adult winner, Mary Gottschalk. She actually made a replica of her house. It was pretty impressive. And the family or group winner was Jody Kafka. And everyone received ribbons and just, I believe it was gift cards. So thank you to all participants. Hopefully next year will be even bigger and better. That concludes my monthly report.
Thank you, Julie. Planning and Zoning, Joe Nagy.
The monthly permit violation report for November is available for review during normal business hours.
Thank you, Joe.
That concludes my report.
Thank you, Joe. Public Safety, Lou Bender.
Thank you, Mr. Davis. A motion to extend our current contract with South Versailles Township under the existing terms and conditions of the agreement for police services for the year 2022 with the monthly rate remaining at $1,100.
A motion on the floor. Do I have a second?
Second.
Question on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed.
That concludes my report, Mr. Davis. Thank you.
Public Works, Mr. Rob Zill today. The monthly report for November is available for review during normal business hours. Need a motion to accept the tax collector's reports and pay the commission's fees due for November 2021.
So moved.
Motion, do I have a second?
Second.
Question on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed. Engineers report, Mr. Hillman.
Thank you, Mr. President. Just a few updates in regard to what is on the agenda this evening. The Center Street extension retaining wall, that project should be completed by the end of this year, weather depending. at this point, but they're making really good progress. And there is a pay request that's on the agenda that's recommended for approval. The Borough Facilities project, the general contractor is about 95% complete. They have a few items left to do once the rest of the contracts wrap up. Our roofing contractor, both the library and the borough building, is complete. The maintenance facility, they're having an extremely hard time getting the materials that are needed. At this point, a project's going to get delayed until the spring just due to weather and temperature constraints for application of the rubber roofing. The HVAC work is about 95% complete. There's a few minor items that need to be addressed, and that punch list will be sent out here within the next week. Contract for the Merit Electrical, they're about 70% complete. They've had a lot of delays in getting actual materials. They're starting to get things wrapped up here in this building. They've done some work up at the pool, but that work is only about 30% complete at this time. The asphalt milling pile has been 100% removed. The site has been graded off and windrowed there. So as soon as we get the final pay request and amount of millings removed, we will be able to get that into the borough. Hopefully we can have that for the January meeting for consideration. We did open bids for our 2022 street and stormwater paving project. The stormwater portion was opened right before Thanksgiving, and we're recommending to go with Pugliano Construction, who was the low bidder in the amount of $849,000. Other than that, that's all I have to discuss this evening.
Thank you, Mr. Hillman. And need a motion to accept the engineer's report and pay the fees due to Senate Engineering for invoices 60319 through 60328, dated November 30th, 2021, totaling $41,318.21.
So moved.
Second.
A motion and a second. Question on a motion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed. Need a motion to approve pay request number 1, the amount of $71,741.02 submitted by Clearwater Construction under the GEDTF grant Center Street Extension Roadway Stabilization Project, as reviewed and approved by the engineer, and authorize the borough manager to sign the above listed request on behalf of the borough.
Second.
So moved.
A motion and a second. Question on a motion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed. Need a motion to approve pay request number 6, the amount of $17,581.19 submitted by BZ Construction under contract number 1, general, as part of Borough Facilities General Roof, HVAC, and Electrical Replacement Projects, as reviewed and approved by the engineer, and authorize the borough manager to sign the above listed request on behalf of the borough.
So moved.
Second.
A motion is second. Question on a motion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed. Need a motion to approve pay request number 5 in the amount of $45,771.30 submitted by Reno Brothers under contract number 3, HVAC and plumbing, as part of the Borough Facilities General Roof, HVAC, and Electrical Replacement Projects, as reviewed and approved by the engineer, and authorize the borough manager to sign the above listed request on behalf of the borough.
So moved.
Second.
Motion is second. Question on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed. Need a motion to award the bid for the 2022 Borough Storm Sewer and Inlet Replacement Project to Pugliano Construction in the amount of $849,000, and authorize the president and the borough manager to execute all documents pertaining to the project as recommended by our engineer.
So moved.
Got a motion, to have a second?
Second.
Question on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed?
I'm going to abstain on that, since that's an expenditure for 2022, and I will not be here.
Okay,
So I'm
thank you, George.
abstaining.
Motion passed. Need a motion to authorize the engineer to proceed with the preparation and filing of the application under the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers for funding assistance to address the stream bank erosion issues along Long Run in White Oak, and authorize the borough manager to sign on behalf of the borough.
So moved.
Motion to have a second?
Second.
Question on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed. Solicitors report. Ms. Monroe.
I don't have much of a report. To date, we've received a total of $171,415 in payments for delinquent garbage. And we have 5 to 6 complaints that will be heard by Magistrate Miller on February 3rd. So we're hoping to get payment on those prior to that hearing. I do have a resolution, and that is a resolution of the Borough of White Oak directing the proper officers of the Borough of White Oak to make refund of certain real property taxes to certain property owners as hereinafter listed by reason of official change order, gentrification, issued by the Allegheny County Board of Assessment, Appeals and Review, as well as abatements or overpayments.
Need a motion to approve resolution 2021-2021, I'm sorry.
So moved.
A motion, do I have a second?
Second.
Question on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed. Need a motion to accept the solicitor's report and pay the fees due to McGraw and Associates LLC for invoices 36888, 37597, 598, 599, 601, 602, 605, 609, and 621 dated December 9th, 2021, totaling $4,670.
So moved.
Second.
A motion is second. Question on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passed. Do we have any new business? Do we have any old business?
Yes, I'd like to expand on something that Julie said. I'd like to say that the boys that played on McKeesport High School and Sarah Catholic, a lot of those boys are from White Oak, and they got their start at the Athletic Association. And that just shows me athletically how valuable that entity is in White Oak. And I'd also like to extend my thanks to Mr. Nagy, Mr. Robb, and Mr. Dillinger. It's been my pleasure serving for the last 2 years now.
Thank you. And I didn't mean to slight you, Julie, when I only called out 2 of them here.
That's okay.
I'm sorry. You're newly going to be elected also, so.
I appreciate your service and thank you guys for, I've learned a lot these past 2 years. It's been interesting, but I've learned a lot. And I know the dedication it takes to do this now somewhat and to do it for you guys have. I appreciate your service.
Okay, Wednesday, December 29th, 2021, 6:30 PM, special meeting of council. That is for the budget. Monday, January 3rd, 2022, 7 PM, swearing-in ceremony and council reorganization meeting. Borough office will be closed December 24th and December 27th in observance of the Christmas holiday, and December 31st in observance of New Year.
The only thing I'd like to add is, with those holidays, trash collection within the borough will remain Monday through Friday with no holiday delays. So trash collection will occur on your respective day, Monday through Friday, the next 2 weeks, without any delay of the holiday.
Anybody else have any? Motion to adjourn?
So
So
moved.
moved.
I would like to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a happy and healthy New Year.